Shalom everyone, thank you so much for joining this live stream. I have a lot of things to update you with. To those of you that are new here, my name is Hananya Naftali. I am an Israeli who loves to give the true news from Israel and the Middle East. Some things that unfortunately the media does much less. And obviously I love to share my opinions and to share the truth from Israel. So it's a lot of things are happening in our world and in Israel in general. For example, the cabinet has approved a full lockdown in Israel for Passover, and I'll repeat that. The cabinet approved a full lockdown in Israel for Passover. It sounds like a huge deal, but I'll simplify things to you guys. But it's incredible to think that Passover, which is a feast of celebration from slavery into freedom, we are actually going to be under a full lockdown. And I'm going to celebrate Passover all by myself. And obviously I'm not alone. A lot of Israelis are going to do that as well, instead of celebrating with family and to remember our freedom. So we're going to do that at home in order to not cause more infection. But basically, Prime Minister Netanyahu approved several steps to decrease the infection. In my opinion, he has been doing a great job in preventing more coronavirus cases. Israel is a leading country in coronavirus health safety. So basically, from an hour from now, the lockdown will take effect in Israel, and the main thing is to keep people inside their cities and inside their villages or communities. So it's going to start from today 7 p.m. until Friday 6 a.m. and well, it's going to get even more severe, because on Wednesday, tomorrow, from 3 p.m. until Thursday morning, there's going to be a full, complete lockdown. Even the grocery shops are going to be closed. So that means that no one will be allowed to live more than 100 meters from their homes, unless it's an emergency, of course. So grocery stores are also going to be closed for Passover, and that is why we have seen, I've experienced that yesterday. I went to buy groceries for Passover at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I had to stand in line. I mean, that's just insane. And well, also in Jerusalem, there's also a situation over there in Jerusalem. I never thought that I would ever say that, but Jerusalem is going to be divided. Well, obviously it's going to be under Israel's sovereignty. Jerusalem is the united and eternal capital of Israel. But in order to combat the coronavirus, as you guys know, Jerusalem is the #1 city with coronavirus cases in Israel. So it is going to be divided. Jerusalem is going to be divided into 7 portions. And so no one is going to be allowed to travel from one portion to another. And that's indeed in order to combat coronavirus. And you know, this lockdown on Passover is mainly designed to prevent Israelis from celebrating Passover with their relatives. Obviously, it's not a bad thing, but during coronavirus, it could cause more coronavirus cases, more deaths. And well, that's something that we don't want to happen. So I have to say that the Israeli government, Prime Minister Netanyahu, and the Ministry of Health are taking really great steps. And it feels like the people in Israel really understand that this is an emergency case. And so a lot of people are cooperating together with the instructions given by the government. And you know, this is a really special time in the year, because as I've said, Passover is normally a time where I go and celebrate the feast with my family. And that's what all Israelis normally do. And we hang out with our families, we travel. And also there's the priestly blessing at the Western Wall that gathers hundreds of thousands of Jews at the Western Wall. And this is the only time right now during this pandemic that the Western Wall is going to be empty. Christian sites are going to be empty. Muslim sites are going to be empty. So the holiest sites in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are going to be empty during this Passover and the Holy Week. So it's really interesting to think. That's like really weird. This is something that definitely is not going to be forgotten. The number of let's talk a little bit of numbers. The number of coronavirus cases in Israel just passed 9,000, and there are 60 deaths. And despite that, Israel is still ranked the number one coronavirus health safety among other countries around the world. So that is really, really good. Israel has one of the highest coronavirus testing rates in the world, third in place. So Israel really, really is not playing around. We take this seriously, and a lot of things are happening, in our world. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys, maybe you that is watching me right now, is feeling a little stressed, a little frightened, maybe because of all this pandemic, and especially a lot of noise that the media is causing, and making us, the people, scared. So I just want to tell you that you have nothing to worry about. It's all going to be okay in the end. Right now, we have to be united together to combat this pandemic, but there is an expiry date to this as well. So don't worry, it's all going to be fine. I also have to let you guys know that, we need some positive news, right? We definitely need some positive news. So I have to tell you that a vaccine is going to be available very, very soon. Israeli scientists recently announced that they are going to be testing a possible vaccine to COVID-19 by June 1st. So by June 1st, we might have a vaccine to coronavirus, which is incredible. Basically, right now, the Galilee Research Institute announced that they have a vaccine in final stages, and they are right now testing it on mammals. So it means that basically there is a vaccine. They are just testing it on mammals, then by June 1st on humans, and hopefully we will have a vaccine ready to save people around the world. I just have to tell you that right now there are some 100 groups of scientists around the world. I know that 2 of them are in Israel working on a possible vaccine. And it's incredible to see how the world is united together to win this battle against coronavirus. And again, it's not a matter of who gets there first, who gets the vaccine first. It's a matter of how we all get there first together, because the faster we get there, the less people are going to die. And we have been witnessing a decrease in the number of deaths in Italy and Spain, I think. And the number of coronavirus cases is also a little bit in a decrease. And what's definitely is increasing is the number of people recovered from coronavirus. So that's something that we all should keep in mind. And actually, the number of people that recovered from coronavirus is just almost at 300,000 worldwide. So please be positive. I'm seeing a lot of comments from Ethiopia, Indonesia, India. It's so incredible how we all are here together in this live stream, and I'm here in Israel, and it's just incredible. Feel free to ask me questions if you guys have any. I just have to tell you that it's amazing to see you guys supporting Israel during this time. I have witnessed a lot of accusations against Israel, that Israel is mistreating Palestinians during this pandemic, and this is really just shameful to say such a thing, because Israel has been giving to the Palestinians tons of humanitarian aid and specifically medical aid every day, all year long, not just because of coronavirus. We have been doing this for years. So And now that we are dealing with this coronavirus pandemic, Israel is giving the Palestinians even more test kits, more masks, more medicine. So we do care about our neighbors. Doesn't matter if it's an ally or a possible enemy. Although in my opinion, the Palestinian people are definitely not my enemy. It's the Palestinian leadership that causes more conflict and more hatred. And just recently, I actually read an article that revealed something really, really incredible and really sad, that the Palestinian Authority decided to pay. I mean, right now there is a crisis in the world economy, and especially in the Palestinian Authority, obviously. But still, the Palestinian Authority decided to pay the terrorists and their families before they pay teachers and other social workers and doctors and nurses. So this is just beyond explanation. We are dealing with this pandemic. We all have to be united. So I just hope that you will be healthy. We will have a vaccine very soon. So I wish you guys to be healthy. Someone wrote shalom from Biafra land. Shalom to you too as well. I hope to visit there one day soon. And please keep Israel in prayer and be safe during this Passover. We're going to celebrate Passover tomorrow evening. Right now, this is the start of the evening in Israel. So I wish you guys a great evening from Israel or a great morning from wherever you are. Feel free to ask me questions down below. I'll see you guys soon.